Hello everyone, today I am going to be making a video on how to make this pattern right here. It is the CKC Bell Bottom pattern, and I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. Just lining up the fabric and getting the pattern pieces cut out. When cutting out the pattern pieces, you have to make sure that if you have directional fabric that you cut it all in the same direction. Otherwise, one leg is going to be opposite to the other leg, if that makes any sense. So here you're gonna see me kind of trying to make that work. I end up flipping over the other leg piece, or the back side or front side of the pattern, and you just want to make sure that you go ahead and cut that in the same direction that you cut the other piece. Also, don't mind my fabric weights. I'm just using what I have available, and since we moved into this new house, I'm just using what I have closest to me. So you'll see a couple different decorations that I use as fabric weights. There, my son decided that he wanted to come and try and grab one of the pieces, or the cat as he calls it, which it is a little statue. But yeah, here I'm cutting the bill portion of the pants, and you'll see me cut the second piece here in a minute. And I like to save as much fabric as I can. So you'll see me kind of fiddling with the pattern and the fabric, trying to see what works best. And that's just how I like to do it. I know some people, it doesn't really matter to them. They like, straight cuts. To me, I like to save as much fabric. This is custom printed fabric, and it can get a little bit more expensive. So that's just what I like to do. If you guys like this type of video, let me know. Comment down below. This is the first time I'm making something like this. It's kind of like a tutorial, work with me type of thing. So yeah, this is, if you don't like, watching me cutting the pattern out, I'll just have that ready next time. But let me know. Here I am starting to, serge or sew together the pattern pieces. I am sewing it a little bit different than the instructions call for. So if you want to go ahead and um, follow the instructions, you go ahead and do that. I wanted to try this method this time around just to see what works better for me, but I think I'm going to be sticking with the instructions just because it does line up better for me. So what I ended up doing here was getting a back leg piece and a front leg piece and sewing the side together, the outer side, and following that I'm going to sew the inner seam of the leg, and you'll see that here in a minute. Here is where I flip over to the inseam. So here I am taking one of the pant legs and flipping it right side out, and I'm going to place it inside of the other pant leg and lining up the front and the back. I'm going to clip it together to go ahead and sew this crotch seam together, and then when you flip it out you'll have the pant portion sewn together. By doing this, I did notice that the crotch seam and the very bottom lines up perfectly, but I did have a problem lining up the front portion of the pant leg and the back portion, so I do not think I will try this method again. I will just stick to the instructions on the original pattern. Here I am lining up the waistband with the pant portions of the bell bottoms. I end up quartering it and lining up and clipping it together. You'll see me here trying to make sure that the pattern lines up. You'll remember what I said earlier about the direction of the fabric. You'll want to make sure that they all are in the same direction. Otherwise, you'll have the waistband upside down, and you do not want that. So here is the last portion of the bell bottom. So I'm just going to go ahead and sew that around on both pant legs, and then you'll see me show you the final piece. And here you see me tucking that tail in. I like to use a large needle and go the opposite way of where you were sewing and tuck that tail in, then clip off the excess. That's just how I prefer to do it. I know Bailey from Recaptured Values likes the nitpicker, I believe it's called, but this is just easier for me just to use a larger needle. And you see me doing that here to the second bell bottom piece in a minute. And here is the final piece. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Go ahead and hit the subscribe and like button. If you have any questions, please comment down below, and see you next time. Bye.